So good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary," and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that, and yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Danielle and
Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Houston Rockets. At center. At forward. At forward. At guard. At guard. The head coach of the visiting team is Stephen Silas. It's time to introduce them.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge. You've got to be able to take a dig and feel comfortable that you don't have all the answers. Kevin, it all starts with Pop.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's the starting group for Houston. O'Neal is out there with Green. Then there's the Professor. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Stewart in at the point. And for the Spurs, we've got Murray. Robinson is out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Houston at the 4. Here's Houston. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Houston shot's good. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, Kevin, you know, when you've got experienced players on the court, then you typically have a composed team. And that means that you won't see either team really get rattled. And I think because both teams have great experience, we're going to have a hard-fought, competitive matchup where neither team really is flustered at all.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Houston. No good. Shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
Back to O'Neal. The dish now to Jenkins. Houston pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And finished off by Graham.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, you look at the potential Murray has, and it's exciting, quite honestly. He's a lead guard. He plays the point, but he's more of a scorer than a distributor at this point.
Pass to Graham. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Murray outside. Passes it to Vassell. He gets it in there.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The pass to Graham. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Graham's got 10 points in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Murray with it. Now Green defending. Murray dishes to Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. Kicks it out to Johnson. Murray outside. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Graham with the bucket.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
Murray the pass to Houston. Robinson with it. Headed by Green. Back to Robinson. And he uses the glass on the way.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Inside, here's Stewart. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Now here's Graham. 13 points in the game. Graham against Johnson. Here's Vassell. Pass to Murray. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Stewart misses.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Johnson. Green with the block. Graham surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head, right, during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time Summer League starts, and training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio. John Wall comes in for Murray, and Jenkins throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And it's sent back by O'Neal, and he's able to get it back. Back to Wall. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Houston. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here he goes. And Jenkins throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Wall passes to Houston. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Graham gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Graham's got 16 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
They need this, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Houston leading by 14. Jumps up, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Tillman, he's checked in for San Antonio. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 16-point game. Great positioning on the putback.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Vassell. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Graham from outside. He shoots again. Here's O'Neal. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Passes it to Johnson. To end the drought, Green with the block.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Jenkins. Hits it from 3-point range. Jenkins got 7 points in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Rockets ahead, delivering the blowout. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball.
Oh, that was worth the recognition. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Wall. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Green driving in, and Green slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
All with it. Now Green defending. Stewart with the steal. And here we go. Houston running again. And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the Rockets score.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The pass to Wall. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got 8 rebounds in this game. Graham feeds it to Jenkins, and Jenkins throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Green slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Primo, guarded by O'Neal. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The 3. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 4 assists now tonight. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Pirtle finds Johnson. Here's Primo. To end the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Graham's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Stewart.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Johnson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. Now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6'8" or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big man.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Knocked loose, and another turnover here by San Antonio.
Houston ball.
No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Houston's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Murray. San Antonio again missing. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
To the right side. Here's Primo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Drives to the hoop. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Free throw good, Stewart. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jenkins. And here we go. Rockets running again. And the dunk by Stewart.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Jenkins. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 7th assist in the game. Jenkins got a terrific 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Houston ball. Coming onto the floor for your Spurs.
Houston's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
His
That's
shooting
his first
has been
personal foul.
outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
For Houston, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line
One
tonight.
shot.
That's good from O'Neal.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Wall, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big that won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him.
2 minutes
but, boy,
remaining
you
in the
can't
first
teach
half.
size
2 minutes.
and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Just 5 on the clock.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Murray outside. Back to Wall. Shoots over Jenkins. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
O'Neal kicks to Stewart. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Wall. Murray outside. Going inside. And nothing is falling for him right now. Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Stewart finds Graham for the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
32 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Jenkins. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Vassell. Stolen by O'Neal. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his 8th assist in the game. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like a warm-up tour. But I'll be afraid to bring.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The bulldozer has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
They've got Keldon Johnson. Robinson is out there with Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Houston
out of
ball.
bounds. Houston takes possession. Here's Jenkins. To the left wing. Here's Stewart. Up and in on the layup. Stewart's got the first field goal of the second half for the Rockets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Murray. The shot will not fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And it's Green with the jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Looking to get it going. Murray, the pass to Vassell. 5 on the clock. He takes it in. Green with the rebound.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Murray. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they missed. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Driving inside. Green with the block. And he recovers it. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist by Green. 20 points for the chosen one. Spurs have got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Here's Houston. Murray outside. Johnson in the corner. To get open is Robinson. Johnson can't get it to go. Houston's gotten all but one of the 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher. And they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Tipped away. Stewart with the steal. And the dunk by Stewart.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Can they get it? And it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got 6.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Graham dishes to Jenkins. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Pass to Murray. Over Green. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Here's Houston. Passes it to Murray. Johnson outside. Here's Vassell. And too long on the shot.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Baseline J on the way. San Antonio again missing. Floats one up. Green. It's good on the putback.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
The pass to Vassell. Murray outside. From deep three-point range, Graham with the rebound. Graham's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, he just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Murray outside. Here's Vassell. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
And the dunk by Stewart. Here's Vassell. 1:51 left in the third. Pass to Murray. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston. Jenkins got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Murray against Stewart. Stewart with the steal. To the inside. Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Murray, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Shots good by Green.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Vassell. Graham defending. Clock at 4. And they get it. Outside for Murray. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Guys, that's a more reliable shot for Murray than a pull-up jumper. I like to see him fire away in that situation.
Green, and Green slams it in.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Can't forget about the boards. If we don't go to...
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Green. Cool Hands is out there with Nelson. And it's Christopher in at the shooting guard. timeout called, the Rockets. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
That'll be a 5-second call.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Here's Primo, guarded by O'Neal. Pass to Cage. Count the basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the middle, and Green slams it in.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Outside, Wall. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
And it's good. 2 points. Jenkins got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Passes to Primo. Kane moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's stolen by Jenkins. For the finish. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's his second.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Rockets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Free throw good, Stewart. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out a game. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Wall.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Finding the lane, and Jenkins throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see